RGA's Fawful! Welcome back to Rooted Toot and Double. Alright, we're gonna start the true path. True ending, I should say, because there are quite a few paths. Hello, T! Wow, it's been so long, and this is probably nowhere near gonna be the last stream. We're probably gonna get to at least 60, I'm betting, because I've heard there's a pretty generous amount of bonus content after this true ending. This game is beefy. Like, fucking hell. Wow. I will say I'd never had an issue with the pacing until Route D, where it kind of killed some of the momentum, but it's still a great story, really. Just I wish that I understand why they did it the way they did, but like I'm not gonna lie, like the momentum kind of, I wish they had done the flashbacks in another way. Like, I don't know, presented them earlier and like kind of mysteriously how and why we were getting them. But you know, but again, it totally makes sense the way they did it because we were healing their memories. But anyway, last time we saw a bunch of alternate endings where various different groups sacrificed themselves. But that's not what's happening today. Time for the golden ending. And I'm pretty sure I know what we have to do to get that. So let's get back into it. Yep, it's gotta be this, right? Do.
Is there no other route to take? No! Does someone have to die? Not on my watch.
It was almost time to make the decision. The time to decide who to cast away was imminent. But Natsuko thought to himself, hello, Zarmingus, welcome to the stream.
Who do we cast away? I can't decide that.
He couldn't come to a quick decision.
I've seen everyone's memories. I've had a glimpse of everyone's lives. I've come to know the emotions they've had.
He recalled the words that he had heard in everyone's memories.
Should I feel ashamed about wanting revenge?
Because Hikurin saved me. So now it's my turn. I'm waiting for you to come back, Natsuhiko, so we can make out for 5 years.
Definitely, Moshiro, without a doubt.
So please, I don't care what anyone says. I can't let Labo's crimes pass.
But do you believe that robbing the happiness of one to develop technology to save 1 million is forgivable?
Because my role is to protect Natsuhiko and the others. So let's work together, rescue survivors, and find a way out for sure. Okay? Well, if anything were to happen, I'd protect you. So don't worry. Oh, 2 Yuris. I'll rewind time for Hikurin as many times as it takes. We're going back around. Okay.
I'm gonna get these girls out of here!
Everyone had their own convictions. Natsuhiko had learned that by seeing the particulars of their memories. And that's why he couldn't choose. Even though he may have been able to cast someone away, he knew nothing. How do you know nothing? Yep, here's the explanation. I wonder, what happens if you have everyone set to max, but you didn't go through all the memories? Like, does it choose one at random? Oh, I see. The Phantom Yuri and the real Yuri. Thank you, Fawful.
But in that case, I want to keep searching to the very end. For a route where nobody has to be cast away. A route double!
Natsuko made his decision. To stand up against despair.
I won't let anyone else die. All 9 of us will survive together. So saith Natsuhiko.
Everyone's eyes widened at Natsuko's declaration.
All of us survive together? What the actual for actual? Yes.
For 6 to survive, 3 had to stay behind. That was a premise that Natsuko did not want to accept.
Sacrificing some to save others? I'm sick and tired of that notion. What? What to say? You see, I've been living 9 years of peace thanks to Yuri sacrificing her life. I've been allowed to live 9 years in an illusion thanks to Moshiro's dedication.
No problem, Natsuko. I'll do it any time for you.
Thank you, Moshiro. I'm truly grateful for those two, but... Are you just telling me to accept that some people will have to be sacrificed? Whoa!
Natsuko spoke to the others as well. No, this is the true ending. Oh, that's cool. Welcome to the stream, Stanley.
Everyone else here is the same as me. We've all had our lives saved by someone else's sacrifice. We've all lost something precious because of someone else's sacrifice. How many times must we repeat that cycle?
Everyone's faces froze at those words. Every individual in the room had lost something in the same way. However,
easier said than done. Do you have any way to actually pull that off? No, I don't. But I'm saying we shouldn't just give up and accept that some people have to be sacrificed. Sacrificing yourself is the same goddamn thing. Don't give up on life.
ooh. Oh, wow.
Remember what Wataru said? Fight on until the very end. If you want to give up, then you can do that later, right? Oh. It's the instinct of the human individual to try and survive regardless of the situation. Am I right? Then isn't it the logic of the human community to try and survive together, without sacrificing anyone? Everyone here wants to live. So isn't it only obvious for us to try and survive as a whole?
Even if it were an idealistic thought detached from reality. Even if we're nothing more than impossible delusion. That was what Natsuko desired.
I shall go beyond the limits. Row, row, fight the power!
He suddenly remembered. He remembered all of the unsightly sides of humans he had seen today. Watase, whose mind had been ruled by hatred. June, who tried to harm others in the name of justice. Ukita, who doubted the comrades who shared his will. Anna, who opened her heart to no one. Kazami, who tried to take the life of the one she loved under the pretext of protecting him. And every one of them had held dangerous weapons. Every one of them was frightening. And once again, everybody had become unable to fully trust one another. Humans are terrifying. Humans are filled with malice. Humans are bringers of despair. That's what he had once thought. But beyond those sides of humans, he had seen many beautiful, precious sides to them, too. There, Natsuko saw the light. Even in the deepest depths of despair, people were able to hold on to the will to survive. Do 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 do. Woo! Natsuko slowly turning into Makoto. People could rush to save others, even at the risk of their own lives. Even in the darkness of doubt and malice, people could believe, people could love. For that itself was hope. To find an escape route from any deadly situation, and to move on forward down that route hand in hand with those next to you.
Humans weren't meant to choose despair. Eat it, Junko Enoshima. The side of humanity that survives with the will to survive. That itself is hope!
That's what Natsuko had learned from everybody. And he didn't want a single one of them to die.
Guys, let's think things through one more time. Is there really no other way? We all strove hard to get to this point. We never gave up, did we? If any of us gave up that easily, we would have died long ago. We're the ones who never gave up.
Everyone fell silent at Natsuko's words. It really does feel like that, Fawful. Like now, especially more than ever. A fusion of Higurashi and Zero Escape. Deep silence filled the control room. Eventually, the silence was torn apart by Yuri's voice. Let's think, everyone. There has to be a way waiting for us somewhere. No, even if there isn't. We mustn't give up on thinking until the very end of our time limit. That's how we've gotten this far, isn't it? We survived even when our path was filled with poisonous gas. Even when fire chased us from behind. Even in the most dire of situations, didn't we? When Captain Kasasagi and I were trapped under that rubble, you didn't abandon us, did you? I don't want to die, but I don't want to sacrifice anyone else either. Those are my true feelings. That was perhaps the first time Natsuko had heard Yuri shout so seriously. I know, right? She's always so quiet. She'd always smiled quietly. She always cowered in fear. She'd always been thinking of others. It was the one and only time she acted selfish. Her will resounded in everyone's hearts. Her best friend smiled in relief. Yeah, you're right, Yuri! I think so too! I also agree. Well, that sounds like the more rescue squad-like option to me.
But in all honesty, what do we do? Make a full power sprint in the 30-second span that the bulkheads remain open?
I'll look at the watch. Revealed the time was 6:07. 10 minutes until detonation.
Think, is there no other way?
See, at this point, if... God. Is it back? It should be back. It should be back for everybody. Where? Oh no, no, it's going red. Oh shit. Unbelievable. Un-goddamn believable. This fucking bullshit. Oh god. They're gonna get another call tomorrow. It's so dumb. You know, they monitored it. Like, they literally were monitoring my service during the past week to see about things going down. And of course, as y'all know, it didn't. It didn't go down this past week. But the second they fucking stop, it starts up again. God damn it. Okay, read Kazami's line. Thank you, Fawful. The only emergency stairs that go to the surface are in Area 2. We can't make it in time even if we run from here. Time passed even as they held this discussion. A look at the watch revealed the time was 6:07 p.m. 10 minutes until detonation.
Think, is there no other way?
He recalled everything they had seen and heard. Natsuko's memories. Watase's memories. Yuri's, Mashido's, Sayu's, Kazami's, Jun's, and Azukita's memories. Nothing came to mind. Oh, come on! You gotta overload the machine. Time was 6:08. 9 minutes left.
Come on, don't give up. Think, there's just got to be a way. The colors of this visual novel are too bright, and the art style is not edgy enough for there to be no true ending.
He recalled everything that happened today. Natsuko and Watase's confrontation in Area N. How he shattered Watase's memories. And how after Watase woke up, everyone searched for a route to survival. How even when he was threatened by malice-infected people, he still tried to save everyone and sought that escape route.
Things were crazy back then, but this time for sure. We'll find an escape route.
The very moment that thought crossed Natsuko's mind, as if to support his will.
The pipes. Huh?
Wait, what just happened? Everyone's eyes widened. They all stared at Watase. Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Oh my god! Watase! Oh my god, this is so sweet. Now he's the same as Kazami. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that is so sweet. Captain, did you just say something? And with telepathy. That was indeed Watase's voice! But it somehow didn't seem to come from his voice box. Oh my god!
What to say? Don't tell me you awoke to BC too. I see it's a BC bargain sale. No, it wasn't me. I don't have any aptitude and I wasn't even trying to use it. I mean, it even echoed in my head. too. Couldn't have been my telepathy, could it?
じゃあ今のは一体
Then what in the world was that?
An illusion? Auditory hallucination? But everybody heard it. As soon as those questions passed Natsuko's mind, the voice echoed once more.
天井近くを太いパイプが走っていたのに気づいた。
Oh my god. I think I know what happened. The artificial soul machine copied Watase! Oh my god! Is this like a second Watase?
Did you notice that the thick pipe near the ceiling when we went to the engine room? What?
What? And everybody goes, what? Yeah, I'm not gonna do it for Rudy's voice. It wasn't an illusion or an auditory hallucination. Everyone certainly heard that voice. A something that was neither Watase's voice nor his telepathy.
もしあれがダミーで、あそこから脱出できるなら。
If that's just a dummy, then we can escape through there.
As the voice continued, Natsuko remembered.
It's from back then. That's what Walter said 3 hours ago when he tried to escape through the drainage pipe. Yeah, that was really embarrassing.
Watase seemed to make the same realization. For he murmured dumbfoundedly.
なんだ何が起きてる
What's going on?
なんで俺の過去の声が今さら聞こえるんだ
Why am I just now hearing what I said in the past?
まさかまた残留していた情報エネルギーが戻ってきたの？
Could residual information energy have returned again?
でも隊長さんは BC を使ってないはず。そんな現象
Yeah,
起こり得ないよ。
exactly. But Captain Kasasaki wasn't even using PC back then. The phenomenon shouldn't even apply.
いや
No.
True, Watase wasn't using BC back then, but Natsuko was. He'd been continuously using sense of sympathy on Watase.
Our brains were connected via BC particles.
Everything
Walter experienced had propagated back to me. So in other words, that means...
the trace information energy emitted from Watase's mind drifted through space between him and Natsuko. They still have a link. And due to the particle amplifier, the energy was amplified and lingered there without dissipating.
It's only coming back now.
The moment he made that realization, brain blast. Sights of the past flickered before his eyes.
やはり脱出口はここしかない
So this really is our only way out.
ではクリアしなければならない問題は3つ。
Then that means we have 3 problems that we have to solve first.
1、どうやってパイプに穴を開けるか。
1. How do we open a hole in the pipe?
何これ？
What's that?
消火器の中爆弾が仕込まれてたのか
Why was there a bomb plant inside a fire extinguisher?
どうやって水で満たされたパイプ内で呼吸を確保するか。
2. How do we ensure that we can breathe inside the flooded pipe? Found anything, Captain?
酸素吸入器や輸血キットは使い道がありそうだ
We've got a respirator set up and a transfusion kit if we ever need it, but nothing we can use right now.
3、どうやって53度の熱水に耐え500メートル離れた6名湖まで到達するか。
3. How do we walk through 500 meters of 53 degrees Celsius water from here to Lake Rokame?
水流を止めた上で水が冷えるのを待ちましょうか。
So, should we wait for the water to cool down after we stop it from running?
良さそうだが時間がかかりそうだ
Did they try to do it at least?
That'd be the best way, but probably take too much time.
水パイプを破壊したらこのラボ自体が水没してしまいます。
If you break the intake pipe by mistake, then all of lava will be flooded.
ラボ自体が水没してしまいます。どうかご注意に。
All of lava will be flooded. Please be careful. Their sights flowed before his eyes like a muddy stream. and then disappeared.
今のは
What was that? What was that?
They exchanged glances. There was something clearly strange about the phenomenon.
これ
That.
残留していた情報エネルギーが
Yeah,
ただ戻って
seriously.
きたのと違う気がする。
It's gotta be the artificial soul. That didn't seem like a simple return of lingering information energy. Naturally, it wasn't a simple reminiscence. It was fragmentary sights and words. But that collection of fragments seemed to hold some sort of meaning.
ひょっとしてさっきの情報の中に脱出方法が
Wait, could that stream of information just now contain a way to escape?
みんな考えろ。今起きたことの意味を探るんだ。
Think, guys. Try to find meaning in what just happened just now.
On it. The 9 of them pondered. What was the meaning hidden within those flickering
最
sights?
初に聞こえた声はパイプだよだったね。
That's what I think, Fawful. The first thing we heard was the pipes, right?
ではやはりあそこから脱出するべきなのか。
Then we should really try to escape through there after all.
しかしそれは我々が3時間前に試して失敗したんですよ。
But we failed when we tried 3 hours ago, didn't we?
だったらどうすればいいの？
Then what should we do?
穴を開ける方法、呼吸の確保、熱水、取水パイプ。
How to open a hole, way to breathe, hot water intake pipe.
その中に脱出方法が。
There's a way to escape hidden inside this information.
脱出法が
And that way is?
There's some massive ambiguous fragmentary information.
We must find a way through this fragmentary passage.
But indeed, hidden within, there was an answer.
Aha!
Natsuko abruptly gasped. And at the same time, everyone's eyes widened. That's it! Woo! Seeing everyone reach the answer at the same time.
この方法が
I see. So that's the way.
They found the one final route remaining. The route double. The route where everyone's survival was possible.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That has to be it.
His heartbeat sped up. His temples went numb. I hope they finally found it the last moment. They exchanged glances and shouted.
みんな手順はこうだ
Okay, everyone. This is the plan.
まずブレインセルをハッキングして6人を外に逃がす。
First, we are going to brain cell and get 6 of us out of here.
Yes! Yes.
そして地下に残った3人はあの場所から脱出しましょう。
Ooh, I wonder who's. I bet. Is it going to be the 3 rescue workers? That seems like it would make sense. Then the 3 left behind will escape from the designated location.
了解。
Roger. Roger.
わかったわ。
Understood.
All right.
Everyone understood without having anyone to say the particulars. That moment, 9 minds became one in perfect unison.
どのみち3人は地下に残らなきゃなりません。
But that still means 3 people have to stay behind.
誰が残るのが最善かな。
Now, who'll be the best to stay behind? Natsuko, Yuri, and Watase all answered at the same time.
僕たちが残ります
We'll stay behind.
保安ロッカーの人たちは私とヒコリンに目をつけてる。
Oh, I see what they're doing.
むしろ危険です。
I see what they're doing. Yeah. Oh god, so that's gonna lead to like a final moment with the 3 of them. Like deciding if he's gonna take Yuri away. I see. I see. Security Sector 6 have their eye on me and Hikarin. It'd actually be more dangerous for us to try and escape now.
はあ、お前たち6人が逃げた後は俺が夏彦と有利を責任を持って脱出させる。
Yeah. After you 6 escape, I'll take responsibility for Natsuko and Yuri and get them out of here safely.
The 6 nodded to the 3's proposal.
では私たちは隔壁が開いたら安全なところまで退避する。
Then once the bulkheads are open, we'll escape to a safe place.
レスキューヘリにでも乗っちゃえば 保安課も手出しできないしね。
If we board a rescue chopper, we can escape the security department's clutches altogether.
では脱出後我々は君たちを迎えに行く。
Then after we escape, we'll go pick 3 of you up. Let's reunite outside.
そして9人が揃ったら超過局の本部まで移動しましょう。そうすれば追跡も受けないわ。
Then, once all 9 of us are back together, let's migrate to the ESP Bureau headquarters. They can't pursue us there. The plan fell into place all at once. Mashiro and Sayu looked at the Natsuko and Yuri. Looked at the Natsuko and Yuri.
I am the Natsuhiko, indeed. Yes.
And spoke.
心配だけどこれしか方法はないんだよね。
I'm worried, but this is the only way, isn't it?
そう分かっていても辛い。
Tough even with that in mind.
大丈夫だよ。大丈夫。
It's okay, it's okay.
マシロ、サルちゃん、必ず外で会えるから。
Mashiro, Sayu, we'll meet again outside for sure.
約束だよ。
Promise? And then Kazami and the others spoke to Watase.
隊長、2人のことをお願いします。
Captain, take care of those two for me.
しっかりね、隊長。隊長なら必ずできるはずだから。
Hang in there, Captain. I know y'all can do it.
もし死んだり死なせたりしたら絶対に許さないわよ。
I won't forgive you if you die or allow each other or of the other two to die. Okay?
僕が言える立場ではないが頼む隊長さん。
I might not be in any position to say this, but I'm counting on you, Captain Kasasagi.
ああ分かってるさ。
Yeah, I know.
それが俺の使命だからな。
That's my duty after all.
There was no need for any other words. This was not a final farewell. Everyone believed they lived to see each other again.
時間がない。始めましょう皆さん。
There's no more time. Let's begin, everyone.
今から1分後にブレインセルをハッキングし核壁を開ける。
In 1 minute, we'll hack into Brain Cell and open up the bulkheads.
それまでに核壁の前に行って核壁が開くと同時に脱出してください。
So please wait by the bulkheads and escape as soon as they open, okay? Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah. Yeah! Yeah! Yes. Oh my god, that's hilarious, Papa. They referred to Gop as the Gop. That is too funny. And with those words, everyone raised their voices in unison. Escape. Last escape! Here we go. Mashino, Sayu, Kazumi, Jun, and Anu Nikita dashed out of the control room. Then they slipped through Area 3, rushed up to the emergency stairs, and within 42 seconds had made it to the bulkhead.
よし、間に合ったよ。
Oh good, we made it in time!
あとは核壁が開けば。
Now to wait for the bulkheads to open.
いや、待って、お姉ちゃんがいない。
No, wait a second, Sis isn't here! Oh gosh darn it, why the hell is she behind?
何？
What?
まさか、
Nani?
この人。
Don't tell me she... At that time, Kazami had run to Area 1. I can't leave her here. What are you talking about, Kazami? And with that thought in mind, she left into a certain office. Oh my god. That was where she had laid Nagisa's body.
ナギさ、ずっとここから出たかったでしょ。
Nagisa, you've always wanted to get out of here, haven't you?
一緒に出ようね。
So let's get out of here together. Oh yeah, that's right, Boffle. The bar has changed to gray. I see it. So that must mean we're definitely in true ending territory. Kasami left the room with her sister's body in her arms. Mashiro and the others waited in front of the bulkhead for Kazami's arrival.
遅いわ。立花さん、早く。
She's late. Miss Tachibana, hurry! Once Anna yelled impatiently, they saw Kasami appear at the bottom of the emergency staircase.
間に合った。
She made it!
いけます。開けてください、隊長。
Let's go. Please open it up, Captain. Exactly 1 minute had passed at that time. Natsuko, Watase, and Yuri raised their voices from the back in the control room.
よし時間だ
Okay, it's time!
Yes!
核兵器解放
Opening the bulkheads!
They operated the 3 control terminals at once and opened the bulkhead. An electronic sound rang out in front of the other 6's eyes. The bulkheads that had kept the 9 survivors in prison slowly began to open. Washington then immediately sent telepathy to Dr. Jinkawa without missing a beat.
博士、聞こえますか？
Professor, can you hear me? She waited for her answer with telepathy, then heard the professor's voice.
真っ白ちゃん。
Shouldn't it be empathy? Mashiro.
よかった、通じた。
Oh, thank God we have a connection!
どうして急に通信が？もしかして核壁が開いたの？
How did we suddenly connect? Oh, wait, did the bulkheads open?
博士のハッキングソフトで核壁のロックを解除しました。
We neutralized the bulkhead lockdown with the hacking software!
これから外に出ます。そっちの状況はどうなってますか？
We're getting out right now! How's the situation over there?
レスキュー隊の人たちに話を通せたわ。
I was able to get through to the rescue squad.
保安ロッカーの連中も核壁が開いたことに気づいてみたい。
Looks like Security Sector 6 has also noticed the bulkheads opening too.
真っ白ちゃん、今すぐエントランスに来なさい。
Mashiro,
逃げ道を私たちが確保するから。
get to the entrance as quickly as possible. We'll secure an escape route for you. The professor's voice was frantic. The situation seemed urgent.
みんな行こう。エントランスまで走って。
Let's go, guys! Run for the entrance! 6 of them ran as Mashiro shouted that.
ただいま、KSN が発生しました。
Oh, I am so glad we're not going to hear this ever again. A case N has just been detected.
緊急事態につき、セキュリティを封鎖モードに移行。
In accordance with this emergency, security has shifted to blockade mode.
施設内の全ゲートを閉鎖、ロックするとともに、核壁を封鎖します。
Locking down all gates and bulkheads. Have a nice day. The bulkheads shut behind them. They dare not look back. They kept on running so as not to betray the feelings of the 3 who stayed behind of their own accord. Eventually, they began to hear commotion up in front of them. Oh, this again. The entrance was in tumultuous disarray. Dozens of rescue workers were pushing back a mass of 30 or 40 men in protection suits on 2 sides. And such were the parted steeds seized to the woman. Professor! Professor!
真っ白ちゃん、ユイ。
Mashiro, Yui! Oh, she looks too happy! A look of joy shone upon the professor's face and then froze the next instant.
夏彦とユーリちゃんは？
Where are Natsuko and Yuri?
二人はシリウスの隊長と一緒に地下に残りました。
They stay behind on the ground with the serious captain!
なんで？
They what?
博士、大丈夫。夏彦たちは死なない。
It's
必ず生きて脱出する。
It's okay, Professor. They won't die. They'll get out of there alive for sure. Selyu shouted that to the professor. The professor hesitated for a second before speaking up.
分かったわ。あなたたちは逃げなさい。
Understood. All of you escape.
外にヘリが待機してる。このまま正面玄関まで駆け抜けて。
There's a helicopter on standby outside. Get through to the front entrance. As the professor screamed, members of Security Sector 6 shouted across the sea of rescue squad members.
お前ら止まれ
Hold it right there!
放射能汚染の可能性がある勝手な行動は
You're at risk of radiation contamination. You shouldn't act on your... Oh, for the love of God, can it!
いつまでそんな嘘を重ねてるんだ
How long will you keep making lies like that?
Akita shouted, interrupted them. When Security Sector 6 members faltered, Kazami and June took the opportunity to shout.
それより、施設内に高火力爆発物があります。
And more importantly, there's a high magnitude bomb in the facility. It's gonna blow us all to hell in 5 minutes. Y'all need to get out of here right now.
爆発物
A bulb! This time they saw a clear disturbance among Security Sector 6 members. And at the same time, the 6 survivors slipped in through the outside.
待て
Wait!
皆さんおい
Don't let them get away. After them. Security Sector 6 crowd surged and kicked away at the rescue workers. And at that moment, the rescue chopper came into view on the other side of the entrance.
みんなもう少しよあそこまで走れば
Just a little bit further, everyone. If we can just run all the way over there. Meanwhile, Natsuko, Yuri, and Watase didn't see what was happening, but they had firm conviction that the other 6 had escaped.
よし俺は
Really,
脱
I
出
thought
に
they were
必要
going
な
to do
ものを
something
集
to
め
the
て
machine to try to delay the explosion. But dang, they're going to need 3 whole big suits.
Okay, I'll go gather what we need to escape.
お前たちは自力で脱出口まで走れ
You two run to the escape exit.
ああ分かった
Yes, got it.
隊長さんエンジンルームで会いましょう
Let's regroup. Let's regroup in the engine room, Captain Kasasagi. Natsuko pocketed the broken Alice #1 and ran with Yuri. They headed toward the engine room. Oh, no. Jeez, I thought what the computer would do is basically make the bulkheads open earlier. If they could... Right, that's what I meant. Jeez. Like, try to use BC in some way to change the concentration of particles so that they would open earlier. He headed towards the engine room. He hurried along the route as Natsuko withstood the pain of his wounds. Meanwhile, Watase headed for the Area 5 infirmary. There, he picked up 2 oxygen respirator sets.
2 sets? This isn't enough!
In a moment of quick wit, Watase headed for the factory. His ankle hurt from when Sayu twisted it, but he ignored the pain.
Ow! Damn it, saw you! Why do you have to be so badass?
Oh, I do know that, GAs, but what I meant is that they could somehow use it to take away the BC particles from the scanner, is what I meant. There was a single air tank left in the factory. The tank they had used in the air jack to save him and Yuri from the collapsed ceiling. There probably wasn't a reliable amount of air remaining inside of it, but...
There's still some in it, better than nothing.
Watase picked it up and then headed for Area 1. The emergency stairwell in Area 1 had a small time bomb. Time bomb was hidden inside the fire extinguisher and intimidated Watase and Anna, but had failed to detonate. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Boy, Dweller, how are they going to drain the thing? The bomb was the final key to their escape.
There's everything we need.
2 oxygen respirators, 1 air tank, and a time bomb. And a partridge in a pear tree. With all those things in his arms, Watase headed for the engine room. 3 minutes. 3 minutes until detonation. My god. 3 minutes. That's just nuts. Right at that moment, Natsuko and Yuri were frantically climbing the ladder in the engine room. The ladder that led to the drainage pipe. A place Watase had tried to escape from but abandoned.
Of course we can't escape through the drainage pipe. But I'm sure we can use the pipe to protect ourselves from the explosion.
The pipe was filled with water and its walls were 2.4 centimeters thick. Oh, wow. That's super interesting. Once the tetrol bomb detonated, the safest place in the facility was most likely inside the pipe. And just as Natsuko and Yuri reached the top of that pipe, Watase arrived in the engine room. In his arms were the oxygen respirators, the air tank, and the time bomb.
待たせ遅いぞ
Want to say you're late?
悪い準備に手間取った
Sorry, we're into some unexpected difficulties.
Watase headed to the pipe next to Natsuko and Yuri with terrific speed.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
The intake pipe that ran about 3 meters away from the drainage pipe. They blew a hole in that pipe and it submerged lava in water. Watase climbed up there and set the time bomb on top of the pipe.
よし準備 OK だ
Okay, ready.
Watase shouted and then looked at his watch. Numbers read 6:16:41. Just 19 seconds! Oh god! Until the nation. Captain Kasasagi, this way, hurry!
ああ分かってる
Yeah, I know.
Watase stood on top of the intake pipe, forcing all of his strength into his feet. And jumped to the drainage pipe 3 meters away with the air tank in his arms. Wow, that's a big jump.
待たせたな二人とも
Sorry for the wait, you two.
間に合ったか早くあそこへ
You made it. Let's hurry on over.
Natsuko shouted and looked at the pipe. There was a hole in it. Hole Watase had opened with an axe 3 hours ago. There was no guarantee they'd survive if they got inside. The 3 of them could still die if the explosion blew the entire pipe away.
But we have got to take that gamble.
3 of them nodded to each other and slipped into the drainage pipe. The pipe was filled with hot water. Natsuko's wounds were inundated.
Ah,
It burned and stung, but still,
it's nothing I can't withstand.
the 3 of them held their breath inside the hot water and waited for the explosion. Watase held Natsuko and Yuri to protect them.
Is it here yet? Hurry up and bring it!
After several seconds that felt like an eternity passed, a tremendous roar rang out. A shockwave ran through and shook the pipe.
Ah,
The sounds of destruction echoed forth from all around them. The pipe shook as they had been tossed into a water spout. They could even feel the explosive blast blowing through. But they were protected from it all by the water that surrounded them. Eventually, after the roars and tremors died down, they crawled out of the drainage pipe.
ah, oh my god. We lived. Holy shit. But I think we're surrounded by fuel tanks, so we should get out of here immediately.
Natsuko exclaimed at the sight that spread out before him. Engine room was ablaze. And due to the explosion induced by the time bomb Watase set up earlier, the intake pipe had broken and began to spew water.
取水パイプに穴が開くとラボの地下部分に水没する
Hello, hello, Mirage. Welcome to the stream.
Hello?
Oh, wrong person.
Blowing a hole in the intake pipe will cause Labo's basement to be submerged underwater.
Watase muttered that as he watched the water flow.
すると施設内にいる人間が
Drowning everyone inside the facility.
だからずっと取水パイプにだけ穴を開けることができる
That's why the intake pipe was the only place we could never open a hole through.
だが他の6人が脱出した今のこの状況な
Now that we're in this situation and the other 6 have escaped,
パイプに穴を開けても大丈夫ですよね
It's okay for us to open a hole in the pipe now, right?
何分かりきったこと言ってんだよ
kind of goes without saying, don't you think?
Shut up, Hikari. Natsuko chuckled and looked down at the spectacle beneath him. Indeed, their escape route was right there. Unlike the drainage pipe, the intake pipe had no obstructions whatsoever. If you opened a hole in there, you'd be able to escape. The only problem was how to breathe. But thanks to the oxygen respirators Watase had prepared, they all had a secure air supply.
あとは地下部分が全て水に満ちれば
Once the basements have been filled with water,
吹き出す水の流れも止まるあとは6名湖まで一直線だ
the water should stop flowing out. Then it's just a straight line to Lake Rogame.
And thus, the 3 of them waited for the water to submerge Labo's basements. And after some time had passed, the engine room was full of water. Man, they are cutting this close. How much time until a bomb goes off? Natsuko and Yuri put on the oxygen respirators. Watase held the air tank tube in his mouth.
みんな
Ready to go, guys?
いつでも行けるよ
Ready when you are.
よし じゃあ6名湖までの500メートル。
Okay, that's 500 meters to Lake Rokame.
あとは歩くだけだ。
All we gotta do now is walk.
Three nodded at each other. And then slipped into the... Oh, really? It didn't seem to do that much damage. So, oh, I mean, the big bomb already... Oh, wow. Okay, I was confused because of the two bombs. I thought the small bomb had gone off already, but the big one went off too. Then slipped into the intake pipe. Once inside the pitch black pipe, three of them walked in silence. Odyssey led the way in front of Natsuko with Yuri behind. No light reached inside the pipe, leaving their vision nearly useless. I cannot open my eyes underwater. I don't know what I would do here. I just can't open my eyes underwater. But still they pressed on forward. To leave Lavo, their prison of 9 hours. And little by little, Natsuko felt something that had been surrounding his body slowly fade away. It may have just been imagination. It was an indescribable sensation.
WX particles.
Lavo's interior was filled with WX particles. Those elementary particles that tried to connect people, if it had meant rearranging their genes. Perhaps Natsuko had unconsciously felt their presence.
No, the WX particle energy should have already decayed away. And what exactly?
As he pondered suddenly, he remembered a previous conversation he had with Yuri. Finally we're getting to that! The experiment that Yuri and Dr. Jinkawa were going to perform today. When Natsuko asked what sort of experiment his mother had attempted to run, Yuri answered thusly. Simply put, it's an experiment to create a spirit.
実験の内容はまず WX 粒子増幅器を使って N エリアに500ミリスカラーバリュー前後の WX 粒子力場を発生させる。
The experimental procedure was to use WX particle amplifier to create a roughly 500 MSV WX particle field in area N.
でも WX 粒子には何の情報も載っていない。ただのエネルギーの塊。言ってみれば空っぽの魂だよね。
But WX particles are merely lumps of energy without any sort of information. An empty spirit, so to speak. So did they fill it with their BC? It's like, so they're all a non-apple and that... and their freaking parents. Oh my god.
つまり博士が実験したかったのはこういうことだよ。
Basically, this is what the professor wanted to test.
もし私の脳内の全情報エネルギーを BC によって脳外に放出した場合。
If I took all my intracerebral information energy and emitted it outside my brain with BC,
そこには私の魂がもう一つできるのか。
would that create a copy of my spirit? Due to the terrorist attack, the experiment could not be carried out. But instead,
I kept using BC. Not just me, but Yuri too, and Noshiro and Nagasawa and Miss Tachibana too. Did we just create a new life form? Did we literally create God? Oh, crap.
and as a result, the emitted information energy lingered and mixed, and eventually perhaps something was even born out of it. Or perhaps the malfunctioning particle amplifier merely gave birth to an empty spirit. Or maybe nothing was born at all. Nothing at all. Natsuko didn't know.
But when I think back, I feel like something was always right there beside me.
I knew there had to be something, because with whenever we have the sense of sympathy, it's always someone else doing it. And like, who could it have possibly been? In Route 4, right? In Route D. we were playing as, truly, the artificial soul. Oh, yeah. Yup! It's Blickwinkle! Yup! Yup! This is a true successor to Infinity. They literally fucking created Blickwinkle. Oh my god! Oh my god!
I feel like something was always right there beside me.
In times of pain, in times of hopelessness, and in times of paranoia and doubt. It was always there with Natsuko, superimposing itself with his mind through BC particles and showing which route to take. Yup! Natsuko couldn't help but feel that was the case. And just a few steps ahead of him, Watase saw the same thing.
I get the feeling something's fading away.
Did it die?
Something that had always been inside of me.
The further they got from Labo, the more real that feeling became. But right before Watase could think any more about it, it suddenly got hard to breathe.
Ah! Crap, the air tank's running low!
Oh no. Watase's heart throbbed in pain. Oh god damn it. How much longer until the exit? The path was dark and seemed to go on forever.
God damn it! We've come this far.
He desperately tried to keep walking, but the water resistance hindered his advance. His brain became oxygen deprived, and his consciousness gradually grew hazy.
Crap! Can't breathe! Damn it! It hurts!
Eventually, his thoughts grew muddy, his memory hazed over as well. I gotta say, like, I think I've gotten halfway through AI2, and there's been a couple more moments where it feels like, because I've seen the credits, because, you know, I've gotten at the end of the first two routes of AI2, and Nakazawa was like the co-writer of AI2, and you could immediately, and there were certain moments in what I've seen of the story so far, which is amazing, by the way. Everybody who's interested in this should play it, because AI2 is awesome so far, especially. I really think they're bringing back Blickwinkle again. I think they are, because there was another part of the story, especially, that seemed like Blickwinkle was, or rather something like Blickwinkle was a thing in the story.
Ugh. Why? Why does it hurt so much? Wait. Where the hell am I even? What am I doing? In a place like this?
Oh, I love that rude chase. That was so sweet.
Why am I carrying this heavy thing?
Oh, what's going on? Eventually a faint light flitted before Watase's eyes.
That's right. To save everyone! I leapt into the gas.
Areas 3's inner ring was filled with oxygen-deficient air. Only a few minutes were left until it was time to administer AD. Oh wow, he's having a flashback.
I need to get this AD to everyone quick! Or else everyone will die!
He didn't want anyone to die. With his mind entirely devoted to that thought, Watase crawled forward. But the wounds he incurred along the way on his mission suddenly began to hurt. His fractured ribs, the gunshot wound to his flank, laceration on the back of his head, his entire battered body. His throat felt like it was on fire from all the thirst and vomiting he'd done, and his body was as heavy as lead from all the exhaustion he'd built up. His lungs wheezed from the difficulty to breathe. His heart felt like it was about to burst.
Damn it! Is this the end?
Or when the last of Watanabe's drink was about to fade, a voice echoed in his head.
どうしたしっ
What?
かりしろ
What to say? What's wrong? Hang in there! That's right. Remy! I can't forget about Remy!
The voice revived Watanabe's consciousness. He seemed to have hallucinated for a second. Watanabe forcibly pumped himself back up and responded.
大丈夫だ少し疲れただけだ
I'm okay. Just a little tired.
酸素がないのかだったら僕の酸素を分けて
Do you not have oxygen? Take some of mine then.
よせそんな気遣いは無用だ
Stop! I don't need your concern! Actually, I think you do. Now is no time to be tsundere. What?
お前は要救助者なんだ現状で俺が助けてもらうわけにはいかない
You're a survivor in need of rescue. I have to be the one who rescues you.
To that mental answer, Natsuko grew quiet. After a moment's silence, he continued speaking to Watase.
頑張ろう渡せきっとあと少しだ
Hang in there, want to say. It's got to be just a little bit further. Yeah.
As Watase ravenously sucked in a little oxygen rain in the tank. He spurred his body to keep walking. Oh, I thought there was Natsuko.
Damn it. This little brat's always got the perfect timing. He's such a slave driver.
He'd heard that voice countless times today.
The voice of Remy.
Countless times that the voice bestowed him with courage.
Is that why I've been trying to save everyone? He's been leading me this entire time? No.
He suddenly recalled a conversation he once had with Yuri.
サードマン現象
The third man factor?
本で読んだことがあるんです
Are they referring to the three body problem? Because I think they might be. Unless, because I forgot about this conversation. Well, I read about it in a book.
災害の現場とか遭難した時とか極限の状況に人が
Oh no, is this?
本来存在しない声が聞こえちゃうことがあるって
I remember this one. When people are thrown into extreme situations, such as disasters or accidents, they say that they hear a voice that isn't actually there.
その声はいつだってその人が取るべき行動を指し示してくれるそうです
They also say that that voice is always telling that person what actions they should take.
不思議な現象もあるもんだななんでそんなことが起こるんだろう
Sure is a strange phenomenon, that's for true. Wonder why it happens.
人の心知恵とか記憶とかが極限の状況だとフル回転して
The human mind, their knowledge and memories, that is, works at its absolute best in extreme situations like this.
それで弾き出したやるべきことが声として響くんじゃないでしょうか
And so it tells you what you should do in the form of a voice echoing your head, perhaps?
記憶か俺には記憶はないけど
Memories, huh? But I don't have any of those.
だけど記憶が失われても漠然とした思いは残るっていう話なんです
But it's said that even when you lose your memories, they leave behind a vague feeling.
隊長さんの心の中には人を助けなきゃ強い思いがあったんじゃ
So perhaps in your case, that feeling in your mind was the strong desire to save people. The third man factor. Its true nature was mostly a strong feeling within the mind. Desire to save someone.
That's right. That's what's always been driving me forward. and the other Mew disappeared when I regained my memories.
It wasn't just the feelings that propagated from Natsuko. The feelings of Wataru, Kazumi, June, Anna, Ukita, Yuri, Machino, Sayu! And everyone else Watase come into contact with and mix inside his mind, becoming one single will!
My friends are my power!
The will to live. And the will to save.
Don't stop. Stay conscious. If I fall here, the two behind me can't advance.
With that thought alone, Watase pressed forward to carry out his mission. Natsuko watched as Watase's steps became horribly unsteady. Natsuko reached out and pressed Watase's back.
頑張れ渡せ
You can do it. You can do it, Watase.
And then wordlessly, Watase wrapped his arm around his back and grasped Natsuko's hand. Relieved, Natsuko sent telepathy to Yuri.
ユリついてきてるか
You still with us, Yuri?
ここにいるよ。
Yeah, I'm right here. Yuri's hand soon touched his back. Natsuko reached his right arm behind himself and grasped her hand. And misted the cold sensation of the water, they each felt each other's warmth. Okay, so the water is cold now, that's good. In the darkness without light. In the overwhelming black void where they lost sight of even themselves. Sensation of hands in hands solidified Natsuko's consciousness. Then he felt the warmth of life. His heart was filled with the thought that he was not alone. By his presence and her presence alone, Natsuko was able to push forward. Oh yes, the intake pipe, so the water's always cold. Yeah, that's true. Just how far had he walked? So they're walking against the current then, I guess? Suddenly, the feeling of entrapment surrounding him vanished. He had gotten out of the pipe! Natsuko had been thrown out into the depths of Lake Rokame.
Ah!
At that moment, the oxygen respirator fell out of his nose. Uh-oh.
Crap, I need to get that shore quickly. But which way is the shore?
Natsuko panicked his disorientation, but the hands he held hadn't slipped out of his grip. In dark depths, he faintly saw an orange uniform. Watase swam to the surface, still holding on Natsuko's left hand. Relieved, Natsuko held his other hand tight as well. His right hand, his connection to Yuri. How many times have he held that hand since he'd met her? This time he would not let her go. As Natsuko swore upon that oath, he saw light streaming down from above. They then brought their faces up from out of the water and brought themselves ashore. Watase breathed furiously as he got out of the lake. They did it! Woo!
Holy crap! I see a yellow submarine rising and some guy in a white shirt sacrificing himself. I get the feeling if we can avoid over a decade of tragedy if we help him out.
Thank you, thank you, GAs. That was amazing. Oh, and I gotta read, now that things have, the tension has been passed a bit, I gotta read GA's previous comment. About the artificial soul. To recap, this means there was a moment when the spirit read Natsuko's memory, of Yuri reading Natsuko's memory, of reading Machino's memory, of reading Natsuko's mind, simulating Yuri's mind. Oh god! There's gotta be some kind of Matryoshka effect there. Like, talk about fucking Inception. God. Oh my god. The fucking layers. thought was just... Oh my god, I'm just... So now everybody should be okay unless there's some, like, random bullshit where, like, Yuri drowned or something, which I really hope didn't happen. After all this...
Ah!
Natsuko took a deep breath and looked at the two beside him. Yes! Everybody's alive! Woo! They did it! They zero escaped! There were Watase and Yuri. They doubled the route! Yuri took off her oxygen respirator and spoke to the other two. Yep. Oh yeah, this is another application of route double. They had two routes to the surface. Yuri took off her oxygen respirator and spoke to the other two. Hikurin, Captain Kasasagi. We're outside, aren't we?
Yes, this truly was a route double.
We made it outside, didn't we? Her eyes were wet with both lake water and her tears.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, here's that moment. Here we go.
That's right, Yuri.
僕たちは生き残ったんだ。
We survived. We made it.
Natsuko and Watase shouts of joy resonated in the night sky. And thus they successfully escaped from Labo. And everyone was exhausted and their bodies were battered beyond belief, but regardless, all nine had safely escaped with their lives. It's only an hour into the stream. Is there like a fuck ton of epilogue here or something?
ありがとう、渡瀬。
Thank you, Watase.
Natsuko thanked Watase.
何度ももうダメかと思ったけど、お前のおかげで助かったよ。
I thought we were done for time and time again. But thanks to you, we're all saved.
Watase looked away in embarrassment.
言っただろう。礼を言われる資格はないって。
I thought I all told you they didn't deserve your gratitude.
私からも言わせてもらいます。
No, let me express my gratitude too.
ありがとうございます。隊長さん。
Thank you, Captain Kasasagi.
隊長さんのおかげで私たち
Thanks to all your hard work. We're all... After seeing Yuri get tearful again, Watase scratched his head.
だからいいって。俺は約束を守っただけなんだから。
Look, I really don't need your thanks. Just keeping my end of the deal, that's all. Baka.
照れてんのか、お前。
Hahaha. What are you being so bashful for?
そんなんじゃねえよ、ガキ。
That's not it at all, you brat.
Watase looked away and then softly
脱
spoke.
出できたのは全員の力だ。
We got out of there thanks to everyone's hard work.
爆発まであと10分ってところでみんなが心を一つにできた。
Everyone's minds became one those last 10 minutes before the explosion.
いや、その前からすでに心はまとまり始めてたのかもな。
Nah. Perhaps everyone's minds began to unify even before then.
お前の PC のおかげで。
Thanks to your BC.
そりゃ違うよ、渡瀬。
No, that's not it, Watase.
Natsuko firmly refuted Watase's statement.
僕がしたことは無差別テレパシーを使ってみんなに事実を教えただけだ。
All I did was use untargeted telepathy to tell everyone the truth.
それでみんなは他のみんなの気持ちを知ってお互いのために動こうとしてくれたけど、
And through all that, sure, Everyone came to know each other's feelings and began working for each other.
でもそれは BC を使わなくったってできることだろ
But that can all be achieved even without you using BC, can't it?
そう思うか
You think so?
そうだよ時間がなかったからあんな方法を取ったけど
I do. I had no choice but to use that drastic measure because we had no time, but
本当は時間をかけて話し合って何度も会ってそうやって触れ合っていくうちにいつか分かり合えるはずなんだよ
I'm sure that by spending time to really talk to each other, time and time again, any two people should be able to understand one another. Unless they're brainwashed, then you absolutely need to use BC to cure them.
BC を使わなくても
Even without using BC. Natsuko wished for that to be the case. Yeah, that is a wish. Yuri nodded.
私もそう思います隊長さん
I think so too, Captain Kasasagi.
私たち9人の間にはたくさんの対立がありました
The nine of us had several conflicts of our own.
でもそのほとんどはね BC なしに解決できたんですよ
But we resolved most of them without using BC, didn't we?
確かに
True.
そう例えばジュンさんと先生
Right. Take June and Professor Tsubakiyama, for example.
あの二人最初は仲悪かったのにいつの間にか喧嘩しなくなったよな
Yeah, those two bickered at first, but then they stopped fighting before any of us knew it, didn't they?
だな
They sure did.
Really, Jace? Well, if you can think of a good place to split it, then that'll be... We're probably gonna have to split it, at some point. Three survivors smiled at those
隊
words.
長さんと浮田さんもそうですよね
You and Mr. Ukita were the same way too. How, Captain Kasasagi?
そういえばそうだな
Now that you mention it, yes.
渡瀬が記憶を失ってからはお互いに疑うは言い合いするわ
When Watase lost his memories, the two of them fought and doubted each other.
Oh, thank you, Jace.
それ言ったら俺とユーリもそうさ
Well, if you're gonna bring that up, it was the same with you and me, Yuri.
最初はなんで嫌われてんのかわかんなくて悩んでたもんな
I was bugged the hell out at first because I didn't understand why you hated me so much.
そりゃ自業自得だろ
Well, that was all your fault, wasn't it?
そうですよ最初は怖かったんですよ
Yeah, that's right. You were really scary at first, you know.
悪い
My bad.
いいえもう許しました
No, I've already forgiven you.
ちょっと首絞められたくらいみんなが受けた傷に比べればどうってことないですもん
Compared to the wounds everyone else incurred. A little strangling, no big deal. Oh god!
俺ユーリなんか強くなったな
Ah, Yuri, you've gotten kind of strong, haven't you?
そうかなでもキコリンほどじゃないよ
You think so? Definitely not as strong as you, though, Yukari. Everyone laughed again.
Ha 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 ha!
Oh my god.
懐かしいなそれもこれもずっと昔のことみたいだぜ
I don't know why, but I feel nostalgic. Somehow it all feels like an old story.
そうだなほんの9時間の間の出来事だけど9人分の人生を丸ごと覗き込んできたようなもんだからな
You're right. Everything that happened in just 9 hours. But I guess it's because we sort of peered through 9 entire lifetimes.
After he said that, Natsuko suddenly remembered something. He had to contact Mashiro and the others in the rescue copter and have them come pick them
お
up.
っと真白たちに連絡しなきゃ
Oh, that's right. Have to call Mashiro. And the others, but mostly Mashiro. Because she's my
こんな時
boo,
こそ
as
テ
they
レパ
say.
シーを使おうよ。
Telepathy is perfect for times like these.
だな長距離テレパシーが最後まで役に立つとはね
Sure is. Guess super long distance telepathy really proved to be useful in the end, huh?
Natsuko nodded and telepathy to Mashiro.
真白聞こえるか
Mashiro, can you hear me?
僕たち脱出できたぞ
We've escaped.
今6名湖もほとりにいるできればヘリで迎えに来てくれ
We're at the shore of Lake Rokame. Please pick us up with the helicopter if you can.
No response from Mashiro. Uh-oh. They're probably outside for effective telepathy range. But Natsuko was confident that his own telepathy had reached her.
渡瀬今ヘリを呼んだ
What to say? I called the helicopter just now. Well, I called Mashiro to tell them to bring the helicopter.
それに乗ればもう心配ない保安ロッカーの手の届かない安全なところまで逃げよう
We'll have nothing to worry about once we board. Let's escape to a safe place outside of Security Sector 6's reach.
そうか
I see.
これで本当に終わりか
So, this really is the end, huh?
Can you believe it, Watase? Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Watase looked through towards Labo. A pile of smoke billowed up. It was likely an after effect of the tetrol bomb. There's no doubt a huge commotion around Labo right now.
俺たち全員生きて出ることができたんだな
You all got out alive, huh?
皆さんのおかげで
Yes, thanks to everyone else.
9分の1はお前のおかげでな
So, one ninth of that is thanks to you.
そうだ
That's true.
Watase spoke with a depressed voice. Something about his tone was worrying.
どうした渡瀬傷が痛むのか
What's wrong, what to say? Do your wounds hurt?
Without answering Natsuko's question, Watase posed one of his own.
なあ夏彦有利
Say, Natsuko, Yuri.
覚えてるか俺が悪意を消去された直後のこと
You remember what happened right after you escaped my malice, right? Huh?
あの時に交わした約束のことだよ
Here we go.
Talking about the promise we made.
The moment Watase had said that, an abrupt coat of clouds covered the moon, casting his face in darkness.
覚えてるけど
I do remember it, but
それがどうかしたんですか
What about it?
あの時俺は言ったな
remember what I said?
Watase's voice also caused Natsuko's heart to throb in pain.
全員の脱出に協力する代わりに
In exchange for helping everyone escape.
Q に連れて行くって。
Once this incident is over, I'll bring Yuri over to Q.
Uh-oh.
俺は約束を守った。
I kept my end of the bargain.
だから今度は
So now,
Oh no, as he spoke.
お前たちが約束を守る番だ。
it's time for you to keep yours.
Once he took out the gun out of his pocket. Oh my god!
冗談だ渡せ。
What kind of joke is this, what to say?
Natsuko opened his eyes wide and shouted. Natsuko had his gun pointed at them. Natsuko couldn't believe his eyes.
せっかく脱出できたっていうのに何をしてるんだ。
We finally all made it out alive. What do you think you're doing?
すまないな夏彦。これが俺の使命なんだよ。
Sorry, Natsuko. It's my mission.
You guys are saying that this CG is actually in the opening, but briefly? Oh my god.
ユーリを Q に連れて帰るということだ。
To bring Yuri back to Q.
No way! Yuri's voice cracked. Natsuko shouted furiously.
渡せ。お前どうしてそこまで Q にこだわる。
What to say? Why are you so fixated on Q?
お前の本性はテロリストなんかじゃないだろ。
Your true nature isn't a terrorist at all, right?
人を助けるためにお前は生きてきたんじゃないか。
You dedicate your life to saving people, didn't you?
なのにどうして
So,
どうしてそんなことを言うんだ。
how can you say that?
だからこそだよ。
That's exactly why I have to.
この9時間の間に俺はみんなの過去に触れてきた。
In these 9 hours, I came in touch with everyone's past.
そして少しずつみんなのことを理解していった。
Little by little, I came to understand everyone.
だけど全員の気持ちに立とうとすればするほど湧き上がってきた考えがあるんだ。
But the more I confronted everyone's feelings, the more I came to harbor a certain thought.
考えって
A thought?
この死がどうしようもなく狂っているっていうことだよ。
I thought about how this city's gone mad beyond control.
お前だってそう思うだろ。
You think so too, don't you?
俺もお前たちも他のみんなも六名士の連中に人生を狂わされてきたんだ。
The Rokume city government has turned my life, yours, and everyone else into living madness.
何年にもわたっていろいろなものを奪われてきたんだよ。
Over the course of years, they've stolen various things from us.
ラボが壊れたところで死の連中にはさほど痛くもないだろう。
Destruction of Lavo probably won't even phase them that much in the long run.
また似たような施設が再建されシステムは再構築され狂った世界が続いていく。
Let's rebuild a similar facility, reconstruct its systems, keep this mad world turning.
それを止められるのはおそらく Q だけだ。
The only one who could stop them is probably Q.
そんな先生のいる超過局とか。
What? What about Professor Tsubakiyama and the ESP Bureau or...
今まで超過局が何もできなかったから悲劇はずっと続いてきたんじゃないか。
The ESP Bureau's inaction up until this point had allowed these tragedies to continue, hasn't it?
だが Q に賛同するコミュニケーターがいれば状況は一変する。
But if Q gets a communicator on their side, it'll turn the situation on its head.
六名士の連中もラボの上層部もきっと裁くことができるはずだ。
I'm certain they'll be able to bring the Rokume city government and Lavo's top brass to judgment.
だからユーリ
So Yuri,
俺たちの戦いに力を貸してくれ。
please join us in our fight.
何をそんなことできると思ってるの
What?
か。
You really think she can do that?
お前について行ったりしたら ユーリもテロリストとして追われる立場になるだろう。
If Yuri went along with the likes of you, that'd make her a terrorist, a wanted criminal, you know?
危険な目にもたくさん遭うし、この町に帰ってくることもできなくなる。
She'd face countless dangers and become unable to return to this town.
約束を破ることになってもそれだけは認められない。
Even if that means breaking a promise. That's the one thing I cannot approve of.
Watase laughed dejectedly at those words.
お前がそういう
Oh god.
分かってた。
I knew you'd say that.
でもな夏彦、今回ばかりは引けない。
Oh my god. Secret extra boss! Oh god! Oh god. Oh god.
But just so you know, Natsuko, I really can't pull back this time.
誰かがやらなきゃダメなんだ。行動しなきゃ何も変えられないんだよ。
Something's gotta be done. And someone's gotta do it, or nothing will ever change.
His face was full of conviction. He may have been a terrorist organization, but it did conduct its actions with a just cause. Watase chose to stick to those intentions, even if it meant making enemies with Natsuko. But that dedication saddened Natsuko severely. He thought he had finally become allies with Watase, seeing they had a fundamental, irreconcilable difference at their cores.
渡せ。今回ばかりは従えないよ。たとえ銃を突きつけられても。
But what to say? I really can't back down this time either. Even if you threaten me with a gun.
そうか。そうだろうさ。
I see. Of course.
だったらもう仕方ないよな。お前がどうしてもこの取引に
You leave me with no choice. If nothing will convince you to accept this deal.
A bitter smile formed on Watase's face. Then he'll shoot? As soon as Natsuko considered that thought, Watase said something completely unexpected.
夏彦、俺の記憶を消せ。
Then erase my memories, Natsuko.
Natsuko doubted his ears.
何を言い出すんだ。
What did you just say?
俺のすべての記憶を消せと言ったんだ。かつてお前が真城を守るために俺にそうしたようだ。
I said erase all my memories. Same way you did to protect Mashiro from me.
バカなこと言うな渡せ。
No, don't be stupid, what to say?
お前はすでに僕に何度も記憶を消去されている。脳にもダメージが蓄積してるはずだ。
I've already erased your memories so many times. Your brain surely sustained enough damage as it is.
お前のすべての記憶を消してしまったら、今度こそお前は死んでしまうかもしれないんだぞ。
If I erase all your memories again, it could seriously spell death for you this time, you know?
なのにどうしてそんなことを。
So how can you even suggest that?
わからないか夏彦。俺とお前の意志を同時に取ることはできないってことだ。
Don't you get it, Natsuko? My will and yours are mutually incompatible.
有利を連れていけないなら俺は使命を果たせない。だが俺の意志は俺が俺である限り変わらない。
If I don't take Yuri with me, I can't complete my mission. But my will shall never change as long as I am me.
それがお前の意志と相反するというならお前の手で俺の意志をかき消して。
So if that conflicts with your will, then just erase mine with your own hands.
そうすればお前たちは自由になれる。
And then you two will be free. Ah!
But then, once he heard those words, Natsuko finally understood Watase's sentiment. Watase put his life on the line to save others, yet his own act of terrorism created several victims. His longtime co-workers, Professor Akiyama's superiors, and high-ranking lava researchers. He'd failed to save Nagisa, too. There was no turning back for Watase. Well, I mean, nobody knows about that stuff. And they never will because of the explosion. After dabbling in terrorism just once, he felt the only way to atone for his crimes was to pass judgment on the true evil with his own hands. But
渡せ。他に道 道はないのか。
What to say? Is there really no other way?
お前にはあるかもしれないが、しかし少なくともこれが俺の選んだ道だ。
Maybe for you there is. But at the very least, this is the route I chose.
たとえ大切な者たちに背を向けてでも、両手を罪に染めてでも、己の使命を果たすために。
It's something I must do to fulfill my mission. Even if it means staining my hands in sin. Or turning my back to those precious to me.
Natsuko's heart throbbed in pain to hear Watase's bitter voice. It almost seemed as if Watase was pointing the gun at himself.
だから夏彦、
So you need to choose too, Natsuko.
これが最後の選択だ。
Oh
お
God.
前と俺のどちらの主張を取るのか。
This is the final choice. Whose opinion takes precedence here? Yours or mine?
お前と俺の
What?
どちら
Oh
が正しい
no!
のか。
Oh God.
Whose side is justice on? Yours or mine?
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh boy. Can I do both? You know what? What about this? What if I do this? What happens? I made that save, so it should be cool. The choice lay with Natsuko. There's only one chance to choose.
This choice will determine the future. And my fate, Watase's fate, and Yori's fate as well.
Them. Natsuko's thoughts sped frantically through his mind as he stood frozen in place.
How is someone like me supposed to choose?
If Natsuko merely willed it, Watase's memories would disappear in an instant. Yet the fact that Watase hadn't launched a sneak attack on him meant...
He really does want to let me choose.
This wasn't a showdown between Natsuko and Watase. It was entirely Natsuko's choice. Would he erase Watase's memories and smash his conviction to pieces?
I don't want to do something like that, but...
Natsuko looked back at Yuri, who was standing by his side. She had let herself be locked away deep under lava for 9 years to protect Natsuko's peaceful life. He could feel her warmth through her hand.
I can't let go of her ever again.
A few hours ago, Natsuko had probably taken Yuri in a heartbeat. Things were different now that he found himself relating to Watase. Things were different now they knew all of Watase's memories and emotions.
消したくないよ、渡瀬。
Watase, I don't want to erase you.
今のお前の信念が僕の意志と相反していても、
Even though your convictions run counter to my own.
記憶を消せば、お前がまたあの正義のレスキュー隊員に戻るとしても、
Even though you'll return to being that rescue worker full of justice. If I simply erase your memories.
僕はお前を消したくない。
I don't want to erase you.
夏彦、
Natsuhiko.
As Natsuko gritted his teeth, Yuri smiled and spoke.
ヒコリン、そんなに苦しまないで。
Hey, Hikorin. Don't beat yourself over it so much, okay?
Huh?
隊長さんの記憶を消したくない気持ち、わかるよ。消す必要なんかないんだよ。
You don't want to erase Captain Kasasagi's memories. I understand. But there's no need to erase them in the first place.
だってこれは初めから約束してたことなんだから。
I mean, this is what we promised from the very beginning.
そうですよね、隊長さん。私、 守りますから。
Isn't that right, Captain Kasasagi? So I'm going to keep my promise. Watase said nothing in response. Natsuko just stood there in a daze as Yuri continued.
あの時隊長さんと取引してよかったです。だって全員無事にラボから脱出できたから。
I'm glad I made that deal with Captain Kasasagi back then. Because that's what allowed everyone to get out of Labo safely.
だからヒコリン、
So that's why
私隊長さんと一緒に行くね。
I'm gonna go with Captain Kasasagi. Yuri said that, then tried to walk away from Natsuko. But he wouldn't let her go.
ダメだユーリ、行かせるわけにはいかない。
No, Yuri. There's no way in hell I can let you leave.
だろう、絶対に君を自由にしてやるって。
Didn't I say I'd free you for sure this time?
ヒコリン、
But Hikorin. Just then, Watsude finally broke his silence.
夏彦、今のお前に必要なのは彼女を呼び止める言葉だ。
Natsuko. Stopping her with words isn't what you need to do now.
今のお前に必要なのは行動だ。
No. What you need to do is act.
有利を自由にしたいならお前にはしなきゃいけないことがある。
If you want Yuri to be free, then there's something you have to do first, right?
Watsude's voice was stern. The light in his eyes was mysteriously gentle.
So I have to do it?
そうやるしかないんだ。
Yes. You have to do it.
Watsude muttered that as if he read Natsuko's mind. Natsuko gritted his teeth and looked at Watsude and answered. Oh my god, so it's gonna default to this?
I'm sorry, what to say.
約束を破る。
I'm going to break our promise.
自分の都合のために。
I'm going to erase your memory for my own selfish reasons.
And with that declaration, Natsuko used sense of sympathy one last time. His field of vision was filled with radiant light. He felt something warm flow through him from the depths of Watase's mind.
それでいいんだよ、夏彦。
Good.
He wants him to do it.
This is how it should be, Natsuko.
お前がそれを選んだのはお前が怪物だからじゃない。大切なものを守りたい人間だからこその選択だ。
You made that choice not because you're a monster, but because you're a human being with someone dear to protect.
それにお前は俺の気持ちも考えてこうすることを選んだんだろう。
And besides, you made this choice out of consideration for my feelings as well. Right?
だから俺はお前の選択を受け入れる。
So I accept your decision.
As he listened to that voice, Natsuko erased his memory. God damn it, I didn't know it was gonna default to that. Oh god. Damn it, there had to be one extra choice. Oh, I can skip this? Okay. After Days. That's part of the title. His consciousness was in an endless darkness.
Where am I?
He didn't know. His head was a total blank.
What is this?
He couldn't remember a thing.
How did this happen?
He desperately tried to figure out why. Soon enough, a mysterious voice whispered in the corner of his mind, as if praying for him to awaken.
Ah.
I wake up in some unfamiliar place. Who's me? I don't know who. With that thought in mind, I look around. I find myself lying in some sort of bed. Immaculate white sheets. And the wafting scents are antiseptics. It's what to say. Okay, I forgot which color represents which person. And the wafting scent of antiseptics.
Looks like I'm in a hospital room of some sort.
I see what appears to be a policeman standing in the corner of the room. Beside the bed, a boy and a girl looking at my face.
気がついたか
Huh, they're awake.
He erased all of his memories?
よかった。隊長さん、私たちのことわか
Thank
りますか？
goodness. Captain Kasasaki, do you know who we are?
Looks like they know me.
With that.
夏彦
Oh, he does have some memories.
Natsuko and Yuri. I remember them.
I sit up in the bed and focus fully on them.
どういうことだ。なぜ俺はお前たちのことを覚えているんだ。
Oh my god! Wait, did he really erase it?
What's the meaning of this? How the hell do I still remember you guys?
それだけじゃない。全て覚えている。
No. Not just you guys. I remember everything. How?
It's
Not just Natsuko and Yuri I remember. I remember it all. Every detail of my 32 years of life is watching Kasasagi.
oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, they tried to trick us! Woo! Oh my god! Woohoo!
The fact that I'm a terrorist, the fact 9 hours we spent trapped in a lab or escape all of it.
Oh my god! Woo! Oh my god! Woohoo! Oh my god, I'm so happy!
I know at the end of it all, I held Natsuko at gunpoint and forced him to make a decision. Natsuko answered by saying you sense a sympathy on me and... No. What happened after that is the one thing that's a total blank.
I said I would erase your memories, but I didn't say which memories. Ha ha!
夏彦、ど
You
ういうこと
sly
だ。
fox. Natsuko, explain!
お前は俺の全記憶を消したんじゃなかったのか。
Didn't you erase all my memories?
Oh my god! Woo!
消さなかったんだよ
No, I didn't.
僕があの時消したのは
Hell
そ
yeah!
の瞬間の記憶だけだ
The only thing I erased was your memory of that second.
何？
What?
お前に幽霊を連れて行かせるわけにはいかなかっただけどお前を消したくもなかった
I couldn't let you take Yuri away. No chance in hell. But I didn't want to erase you either.
だから僕は以前やったようにお前の記
Sure,
憶をほん
Volvo.
の一部だけ吹き飛ばし気絶させたんだ
So, just like I did before, I took out a very small part of your memories to knock you unconscious.
Upon hearing those words,
I finally realized what he's getting at. Back when I was trapped in lab with that day and still had amnesia. Natsuko knocked me unconscious by erasing my current memory when our minds were linked in order to protect Solyu. He did that one more time to protect Yuri.
消した記憶の量がごく少ない記憶消去のショックも小さかったとは思うが
I figured that only erasing a very small part of your memory would minimize the shock of the memory loss.
でもお前が死ぬ
But I was still worried that you might have died.
ピコリンはあれからずっとここで隊長さんが目覚めるのを待ってました。
Hikudin has been waiting for you to wake up ever since then.
あなたが生き延びることを心から願ってたんです。
He prayed from the bottom of his heart for you to survive. Oh, there's a grand ending?
I see. And so I survived. Not as a complete blank slate all over again, but as the terrorist I am.
これがお前の出した答えか、夏彦。
So this is your answer, Natsuko.
ああこれが僕の精一杯だった
Wait, so which ending did I get then? Like, did this like default to Natsuko over Watase? Is that what happened? Is that what it got? Oh, so this turned out really well. Cause Watase didn't get erased.
Yes, this was the best I could do.
Natsuko sounds guilty about all this. I give him a wry smile.
そんな顔するなよ。
Oh, this is good ending B. Oh, I didn't even realize. Okay.
Don't look so
お
down.
前の選択は何一つ間違ってない。俺の負けさ。
Made the completely right choice. I lost fair and square.
Natsuko has nothing to say to that.
I don't really like silence, so I continue.
ところで、あれからどれくらい経つんだ？みんなはどうなった？
Anyway, how long has it been since then? How are the others?
あの日から3日経っている。みんなは無事だよ。消火局に保護されて、今は安全な場所にいる。
It's been 3 days. Everyone's okay. They've all been taken into the care of the ESP bureau, so they're in a safe place now.
じゃあ、この病院は
Then this hospital.
ここは6名市街の警察病院だ。
Yes, it's a police hospital outside Rokame City.
ドアの向こうには椿山先生と、そして先生の同僚たちが待機してる。
Waiting just outside the door is Professor Bakiyama and her co-workers.
俺を逮捕するために。
So they've come to arrest me, huh?
先立って浮田のおじさんはあの日のうちに逮捕された。
Yes, they arrested Mr. Ukita too right after we all escaped. Naturally, they've already taken my gun from me.
You know what? This is good. So we can save the true ending for next time. But we'll finish this ending this time, and we'll do the Watase ending, and then the true ending next time. I think that should take it all up. That should be a good.
That way I can't take you away even if I wanted to. Of course, I had no intention of doing so, but
夏彦、ユーリ、一つ聞いていいか？
hey, Natsuko, Yuri, can I ask you guys something?
なんだ
What?
どうしてお前たちは俺が目覚めるのを待ってたんだ？俺が目覚めたらユーリをさらおうと暴れ出すかもしれないだろう。
Why'd you guys wait for me to wake up? I could have gone berserk and tried to take Yuri away once I did. For all you know.
お前たちはこんなところにいないで安全な場所に逃げていればよかったはずだ。
Really, Fawful? Is the Watase ending shorter?
You guys should have stayed away from me and run off somewhere safe instead. So why?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the other good ending. I'll do the other good ending, the Watase ending, the beginning of next stream, and I'll do the true ending after that. And that'll be next stream, the Watase ending and the true ending.
The two of them calmly answered my question.
The epilogue for the true ending is 2 hours long. Oh wow! Oh my god! Wow!
The two of them calmly answered my question.
安全な場所に逃げなかったのは
Thank you guys. That's like a whole stream.
お前がそんなことを信じてたから
Oh my god! Yeah, you're right, Void Dweller.
The reason we didn't is because we had faith that you wouldn't do something like that.
目覚めるのを待っていた理由は隊長さんと一緒に行くという約束
Oh, the Watase ending is short. Okay,
謝り
GS.
たかったからです
I'm getting a bit of conflicting messages here. Okay, so I can do... Okay. We waited for you to wake up. Because I wanted to apologize for breaking my promise to go with you.
なるほどな。
I see.
律儀だな。お前たち
You guys are good kids.
I imagine it's nowhere near as happy as this.
I find myself saying that in an unexpectedly gentle voice. Their answers warm my heart. Hearing that they trusted me makes me incredibly happy for some reason. Even though I know their trust won't erase my
これ
crimes.
から俺は裁かれるんだな。
Guess they'll put me on trial sooner or later.
すまない渡瀬。約束を破った上、お前にそんな仕打ちを。
I'm sorry what to say. Not only did I break our promise, but it's more my fault they have to go through that.
バカ。何を謝ることがあるんだ。胸を張れよ。お前は正しいことをしたんだ。
What are you apologizing for, you fool? Be proud of yourself, you did the right thing.
お前が前に言った通り、俺の罪は公の場で裁かれるべきだ。
It's just like you said, I should be tried by the law for my crimes.
そうだな。
That's true.
どれだけ時間がかかろうと償いはするさ。俺の生涯をかけて。
Spend the rest of my life in atonement up until the day I die.
そのことももう受け入れている。心残りは一つだけだ。
I've already resigned myself to that, but there's just one regret I have left.
心残り
Regret.
六名士を断罪するという信念を貫けなかったことさ。
Now, in the end, I failed to hold the Rokume City government accountable for their wrongdoings. Truly is the only one thing I regret. I look off into the distance and continue.
あの日、俺は二人の仲間を失った。
I lost 2 comrades that day.
俺たちはやり方を誤った。自業自得といえばそれまでだ。
Our methods were wrong. It'd probably be true to say I'm reaping what I sowed, but
六名士の黒幕連中、真の悪党どもを裁きたかったという思いは本物だったぞ。
our desire to bring judgment upon the true villains. Rokume City's puppet masters, that desire was genuine.
あの町では長い間密かに多くの人たちが踏みにじられてきた。渚をはじめとして。
That city has been stomping on far too many lives for far too long, like Nagisa's.
その人たちの無念はどうなるんだ。これからもあの町では過ちが繰り返されるのか。
Will her spirit and everyone else's truly be at rest? Will City just keep repeating the same mistakes?
死んでいった人たちの思いを俺はもうつなぐことができない。それだけがどうしても。
I can no longer bring the dead any final closure. It's the one thing I regret from the bottom of my heart. I grit my teeth in frustration. But at that moment, Natsuko takes my hand and speaks.
その思いは無駄にしない。
I won't let your feelings go to waste. Trust me, with Yori's testimony and Enna's testimony, I think we can put them away for their lives.
僕らがそれを受け継ぐから。
We'll make sure to carry them on. Huh?
渡瀬、僕らはあの日、あの場に集まったみんなの心に触れた。お前の
What to say?
全員の思い。
We were touched by the minds and feelings of everyone in the facility that day, including yours.
それで僕の心に刻み込まれた信念がある。
All of them have carved a conviction into my mind as well. That city cannot be left to its own devices.
A light of determination fills Natsuko's eyes. Yuri nods and continues.
私たちはこれから隠蔽された真実を暴き、あの街を変えるための活動を始めます。
We're working to reveal the truth they've hidden for all these years and change the city.
テロという手段は取らないけど、隊長さんたちが望んだ戦いを。
We won't resort to terrorism, but you and Mr. Yukita will get the fight you hope for.
おそらくこれから僕らの身にも危険が及ぶだろう。
It's likely we'll still be putting ourselves in danger by doing this.
戦いが終わるのにどれだけ時間がかかるかもわからない。
We don't know how long it'll take for the battle to end once it starts.
だけど僕らには仲間がいる。真城やサリや母さんや先生、そして立花さんとジュンさん。
But we have comrades on our side. Mashiro, Salyu, Mum, Professor Tsubakiyama, Miss Tachibana and June.
だから約束するよ。過ちは終わらせると。もう誰も犠牲にしないと。
So we promise we'll put an end to the city's mistakes. We'll ensure no one else has to be sacrificed.
お前たち。
You guys! Aww. The looks on their faces are no longer those without children but adults.
Natsuko firmly grips my hand and continues.
お前が償いを終える頃にはきっとこの世界はもっとマシになってるはずだ。
By the time you finish your atonement, I'm sure the world will be a much better place.
そのマシになった世界でもう一度会おう。
So let's meet again in that better world.
今度はテロリストとコミュニケーターで
Not as a terrorist and a communicator,
あのラボの中での一日を一緒に生き延びた仲間として。
but as comrades who survived that day in Labo together.
ああ
Yeah.
With that.
With that answer, I grip Natsuko's hand back.
心残りはもうなかった。死者たちの
I
思い
have
も俺
no,
の信念も確かに夏彦たちに受け継がれた。
I have no more regrets. I know for sure that Natsuko and the others will inherit my conviction and the will of the dead.
だから俺は信じようと思った。偽りと悪意に満ちたあの街を彼らの全員が変えることを。
So I've decided to have faith. I believe that their ideals will change that insidious, cruel city.
そうしてやがてはこの罪の時代も終わり、新たな日々が始まるはずだ。
Then, after this era of crime finally ends, they should find themselves blessed with new days.
彼らの未来に光があることを俺は心から祈った。
I pray from the bottom of my heart that they have a shining future awaiting ahead of them.
Root double end. Successor from regret. Oh wow. Well, that was one ending. That was a pretty happy ending, I'd have to say. Let's do the other one if you guys say it's short.
お前と
Do you know roughly how long it should take?
正しいのか。
Do you know roughly how long it should take? $15 to 20 minutes? Yep. Okay, I'll definitely do it. Yep. Here we go. Choice lay with Natsuko, and there's only one chance to choose. Turn the future, everyone's future. Here we go. Departure. Natsuko hung his head and racked his brain.
Can I choose?
If it were all possible, he wanted to fulfill Watase's wishes. They were partners who wanted to establish an emotional bond after all.
But I can't just go ahead and do that, can I? Yuri wasted 9 years of her life to save me, didn't she? There's no way Nella can just hand Yuri over to Q after she's done all that.
I would be worried about her treatment, considering what Q thinks of them. Like, seriously. It'd be out of the frying pan and into the fire for her. As he thought to himself suddenly,
Ah,
an epiphany struck him like lightning.
that's it. How did I not think of that?
There was but a single way to both fulfill Watase's demands and save Yuri at the same time.
That's it. That's the only way.
Natsuko gets a brain blast.
If it means not having to hand Yuri over, there is a much better alternative.
Oh, wow. So Natsuko thinks of different solutions no matter what. That's cool. Natsuko quietly resolved himself. He looked Watase straight in the eye and spoke.
渡せ。
Say what to say?
なんだ。
Oh, I think I know what he's gonna say.
What is it?
お前に同行するコミュニケーターは
Yep.
Q に協力するコミュニケーターは
The communicator that's to accompany you.
He's gonna sacrifice himself.
The communicator that's to cooperate with Q, that is.
有利じゃなくてもいいんだよな。
It doesn't have to be Yuri, does it?
Oh, God. Yuri's eyes widened instantly. She probably understood the meaning behind Natsuko's words. Oh, God. Hikari, you don't mean...
そうだよ、有利。
I do, Yuri.
僕が君の代わりに渡瀬と一緒に行く。
I'm going with Watase in your stead.
なあ渡瀬、それでいいだろう。
Hey, Watase. That's okay with you, isn't it?
When Natsuko asked that question, Watsuki responded.
それに勝る答えはない。
Can't argue with that.
As such,
夏彦、苦労をかけるな。
Natsuko, don't put yourself through trouble.
お前のためにこの道を選んだわけじゃないぞ。
It's not like I chose this route for your sake.
ただ僕は大切な人たちのために。
But if it's to help the people precious to me, then...
ダメだよヒコリン。隊長さんと一緒に行っちゃダメ。
no Hikurin, you mustn't go with Captain Kasasagi! Yuri interrupted Natsuko.
ヒコリンは Q の仲間になりたいわけじゃないでしょ。なのにどうして。
It's not like you want to join Q, do you, Hikurin? So why?
僕はテロリストにはならないよ。
I won't become a terrorist.
だけど渡瀬の言う通り、確かにこの町は異常だ。
But Walter says right. There certainly is something wrong with this town.
誰かがそれを正さなきゃならないなら、僕もそのために行動したいんだ。
And if someone's going to right that wrong, then I want to contribute as well.
今まで一緒にいてくれた全ての大切な人たちのために。
For the sake of all the precious people that have always been there for me.
だけどこの事件できっと Q は今まで以上にあらゆる機関から睨まれるんだよ。
But this incident will put Q on the radar of even more organizations.
隊長さんについていったらもう普通の生活なんかできなくなる。みんなとも二度と会えなくなる。
If you go with Captain Kasasagi, you'll never be able to return to a normal life. You'll never see everyone ever again.
そんなの嫌だよヒコリン。行かないで。
I don't want that, Hikurin! Don't go! But Natsuko shook his head and gripped her hand.
そう言ってくれて嬉しいよ。
Yuri? Thank you for being so considerate.
でも僕は君に9年間救われ続けてきた。
But you've been saving me continuously these past 9 years.
今度は僕が
Oh god.
君の救う番だ。
So now it's my turn to save you.
You mean
ヒコリンが行くんだったら私も行く。
if you're going, then I'm coming too, Hikurin!
ダメだよユーリ。
Yep, no. Seriously.
No. It's dangerous.
マチロやサリュや母さんに
Yep.
はもう会えなくなるんだぞ。
Oh god.
You won't be able to see Moshiro, Sayu, or Mum either. You know?
だから君は連れて行けない。行くのは僕一人だ。
Yeah, I would not trust him with Yuri. Natsuko, even though it's very sad, I think he'd be able to take care of himself better.
So you can't come with me. I'm going alone.
嫌だよヒコリン。そんなの嫌。
No, Hikurin, I don't want that! Yuri screamed as heavy teardrops rained from her eyes. She was like a child throwing a tantrum.
私は今度こそ一緒にいられるって。
I thought this time we'd finally be able to be together!
これからはずっと一緒にいたいって。
I wanted us to be together forever!
ユーリ、ごめんな。
Yuri? I'm sorry.
だけど僕はきっと戻ってくる。それまで少しの間、お別れだ。
But I'll come back for sure. So it's farewell for now. But just for a little while.
さよなら、ユーリ。
Goodbye, Yuri.
Natsuko whispered that to her. And then you sent the sympathy one last time to erase Yuri's current memory and knock her out. Damn, that's a nice attack. Like seriously, just a quick way to knock someone out. And at that moment, his field of vision was filled with radiant light. He felt something warm flew with him from the depths of her mind.
最後まで泣きましね。
I'm sorry for being such a crybaby to the very end.
それがヒコリンの選択だったら、私に止めることはできないよね。
If this is your choice, then I guess there's nothing I can do to stop you, huh?
だけどヒコリン、一つだけお願いだよ。
But please, Higurin,
絶対帰ってきてね。
just promise me one thing. Promise to come back no matter what happens.
私、待ってるから。マシロンとサリュちゃんと博士とヒコリンの帰りを。
I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you to come back with Mashiro and Salyu and the professor too. Along with her telepathy came feelings meant to console Natsuko. As those feelings enveloped him, Natsuko blew Yuri's memories away. Oh boy, before crime. Yeah, just like before crime, after story, oh god. Eventually his voice echoes through the darkness.
大丈夫か？
Natsuko, is everything okay?
I opened my eyes to the sound of his voice. My 5 senses returned from their connection to Yuri. I see what to say with my own eyes.
ただ心が痛
I'm okay. I only hurt her mind a little.
い少し彼女の記憶に傷をつけてしま
I damaged her memories a little bit, just a skosh.
自分の都合のためにこの能力を使いたくなかった。
Even though I never wanted to use this ability for my own conveniences ever again.
I see.
Yuri's lying down by his feet. Seems Watase had caught her and laid her down on the ground after she fainted from the shock of memory erasure.
本当にすまない。なぜ何も
Yeah, Watase. There's gotta be another way. You can all work with Anna.
I'm real sorry, Natsuko. This really isn't what you wanted at all, is it? I knew you didn't want to come with me either.
I answered that question after a moment of silence.
そうとも言い切れない。
No, I wouldn't say that's entirely the case.
What?
今言ったけど、お前やウキタのおじさんの気持ちが僕には理解できていた。
Now that we've come this far, I finally understand how you and Mr. Okita feel.
踏みにじられた。そしてこのままじゃ。
My god, I don't know what's up with the volume,
繰り返されるのだとしたら。
but the voice feels so much lower than the music. Like at certain points, like I don't know, I think it might be the music being too loud at some points because I can normally hear the voices just fine.
If someone's been trampling people from behind the shadows, and will continue to do so until they're stopped,
罪にされてる。それを正した。
I want to right that wrong even if it means staining my hands with crime.
俺もそう思ったんだよ。
You think so too, don't you, Watase?
Yeah.
Q がどんな組織なのか実は6名士以上の罪にまみれた悪のテロ組織なのかもしれない。
To be honest, I don't really
See, I can barely hear the voice.
understand what sort of organization Q is. It might actually be an evil terrorist organization as crime spread beyond Rokame City.
だから Q に心を許しをし
Yeah, yeah.
果たすべき役目のために
He could collect dirt on them too. From the inside.
So I won't let my guard down around Q. I'm going with you, but solely to fulfill the role that I have to.
もちろんだ、夏彦。お前をテロリストのように支配し、危険な目にも合わせる。
Like I didn't mess with the settings in any way. It's just this seems to be the way the game naturally is.
Of course, Natsuko. I won't make you a terrorist or anything. I won't expose you to any danger.
誘いをかけた俺の責任だ。これからも俺がお前を全力。
Since I'm the one asking for your cooperation, that's my responsibility. I'll protect you with all my strength.
ありがたいのは相変わらずか。ああ、一応頼りにはしておくよ。
I guess your strong sense of duty never fades, huh? Fine, guess I'll take you up on that offer then. Time to go do Mass Effect 2, but in real life.
口が悪いのは相変わらずだな。まあ、気持ちはわかるよ。
And that sharp tongue of yours never fades either. Well, I don't blame you.
Oh, Jace with an explanation. Thank you. This ending, along with the previous one, are exclusive to the Extend Edition. Interesting. The mic quality for lines exclusive to Extend are quieter than the original. Okay, that's why that sometimes happens. I was so like, what is going on with that? Okay, this usually it's not an issue because the music with them aren't loud, but this song is louder than most, which drowns them out. Okay, so it's not on my end. Thank you. Thank you, GAs. Okay. I was worried that it was my end fucking it up. Alright.
There are things Walter and I cannot do alone. Things that Walter and I must do together. Now that we share a joint role, a smile forms upon our lips.
もたもたしてると、マシロたちが来てしまうかもしれない。
Well, guess we should get going then. Mashiro and the others will catch up to us if we're too slow.
ああ、申し訳ない。有利のことは先生たちが任せる。
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's leave Yuri to teach and the others.
どうすればいい？
What do we do from here?
あの森を抜けたところに旧の構成員の車が迎えに来ている。
Once we slip out of the forest, some Q members supposed to come pick us up in a car.
連中は都市ゲートを抜けるための準備もしてあるらしい。まずその手引きにしてこの町を脱出しよう。
They've apparently made preparations to slip past the city gate. So for now, let's follow their instructions and break out of this city.
案内してくれ。
Okay. Lead the way. I've always wanted to say this, Natsuko, but follow me, gently. Come on and let us escape from the city.
Now's not the time,
Walter say? Yeah, I know. But how often does that apply? Walter and I start walking off after I say that. He supports me as we walk through the dark forest. The stars shining in the night sky faintly illuminate our path. Eventually, I speak up.
こんなことを言ったら変に思われるかもしれない。
Hey, Walter say? It might be weird of me to say this, but
なんだ
what?
ようやく分かり合えたのだ。
I think we've finally come to understand each other. It makes me just a little bit happy. So, let's do some missions, and then in the end we can just kill the elusive man together.
僕とお前が力を合わせれば何とだって戦える気がする。
When we work together, feels like we can take on anything.
Oh wow, you're right. Want to say Natsuko bromance end.
なんで真に貫ける。
That no matter who our enemy may be, we can stick firm to our beliefs.
そう
You're right.
だ。そのために俺たちはこの道を
That's why we chose to take this route. This route with the two of us. You could even call it a route double. Watase looks at me and answers softly.
本当の戦いはこれからだ。すごく厳しい。
The real war starts here. I'm sure it'll be harsh and severe, but I know. But even so,
真実を明るみに出し真の悪を裁こう。
let's pass judgment on the true evil so that one day we may bring the entire truth to light.
そして約束する。
Yeah, And I promise.
全部終わったら俺が必ずお前をユーの元に送り届ける。
I could just see what happens. I could kind of see like the mission structure of this. Like they meet the top brass and like do some missions and like they go against like the Rokame City leaders, and basically what gradually happens is that Natsuhiko shows the Q people, like the more reasonable ones, that communicators aren't all evil and shit. And then like the Q has this big plan to do something afterwards, after they stop the Rokame City leaders, but they sabotage, but in the end they plan to sabotage it, and Watase and Natsuko like take over the organization, and then they shut down the leader, and then all the evil guys on all sides are killed, and they reform the terrorists, and everybody becomes good. That's my like fantasy of the extension of this ending.
Once everything's over, I'll get you back to Yuri for sure.
頼むぞ相棒。
Yes. I'm counting on you, partner.
Watase nods firmly at those words.
そうして僕は渡瀬と共に歩み出した。
Watase and I keep on walking.
大切な人々を守るために、そして今まで踏みにじられてきたあらゆる人々の仇を取るために。
To protect those people precious to us. And to avenge all the people whose lives have been trampled upon.
まだ何も終わってはいない。平穏を取り戻すその日まで、僕らの歩みは止まらない。
None of this is over yet. We won't stop walking until the day peace is restored.
胸の奥で熱い火が静かに燃え始めた気がした。
I feel a blazing fire in my heart silently stir to life.
There we go. All right. Yeah, the other ending is, the Natsuhiko ending is definitely happier, but this one feels like it leads into a whole new game. Honestly, like a Mass Effect 2 style game, where like they gradually win the loyalty of the terrorists and like change their minds, while at the same time getting rid of the evil on that side, on the, you know, on the Rokame City government side and stuff like that. I don't know. That's just where my imagination is going after that ending. I think that would be a really cool game. Because, I don't know, because I really love Mass Effect 2. Not 3, but 2 is a great game. So, and yeah, that was the two of the normal-er. Not really true, but I think these were added for this extended edition stuff. Root Double. This game is fucking awesome. I can't wait to see the true ending and all its crazy amount of epilogues next time. Seriously. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. This game is has been so long, but I think it's been worth it. I think this game is fucking fantastic. You should play this. You should play AI 2. Seriously. Because that's also a great game, and Nakazawa helped to write it as well. And Uchikoshi, who I really also love, also helped to write this as well. So that game as well, not this one. So till next time, tomorrow we'll have more whatchamacallit, trails, and we'll continue this on Tuesday. So until then, I will say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You all are the sweetest of hearts. See ya.